Good afternoon, YouTube family and friends. This is God's Child coming back with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about something that's been bothering me. The other day, I went to a funeral of a young lady here in my, where I'm from, who was murdered. Her parents went to my church, and the funeral and everything was great. But the next day, I happened to get on Facebook, and I see that this young lady's, I guess it was her aunt, that the aunt was kind of upset about not being put in the obituary. Now that disturbs me. We call ourselves supposed to be family, but we allowed stuff like names not be put in the obituary. Why wasn't my name wasn't put down to ride in the family car? It's just this thing can go on and on and on. But what really disturbs me is that we call ourselves supposed to be family. We supposed to cherish the love that we supposed to have for that one particular person. So my thing is, where's the love? Where's the love? We gotta stop complaining about these small little stuff and celebrate life. And this young lady lost her life. I don't know what reason it was, but we call this young lady, even though it was a murder, but we also call her the neighborhood hero. And the reason why we call her the neighborhood hero, because during the time that she got killed, the day that she got killed, and all the police, the fire department, the EMS people was there, everybody was there, and so the people in the community told one of the officers that they didn't have any water, heat, and this been going on since Christmas Eve. And when they found that out, they started investigating. So that's the reason why we call her the neighborhood hero. And found out that 300 units was without water and heat during the Christmas break. But back to the story at hand is that we need to stop. We are in a time that we supposed to surround ourselves with loved ones. This world is getting crazy, and we need each other. And I'm not only speaking for me, but I'm speaking for everybody. This includes me too as well. I got some things that I need to work on this year, but the only thing I can do is just stand in the olive branch. But if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't, they don't. But my thing is, life is too short to worry about why your name wasn't put in the obituary, why you didn't ride in the family car, why I wasn't put on the program, or all the stupid stuff that that we us black folks do. And I'm gonna call it just the way that I see it. We need to stop. We need to really, really stop. It's time to pull together, people. It's time to pull together. We don't know what the next year going to be, the next 5 years going to be, or the next 10 years is going to be. But we are at a time in our life that we need each other. Let's put it like, let me break it down to you. There are people in your family that can do many things. Cook, contractors, nurse, it's a lot of things that they can do. But we need to pull together and pull resources together because sooner or later this world, we're not going to have these resources. You know, let's do what's right. You know, God is sitting high and looking down low in each and every one of us. And we call ourselves supposed to be Christian folks or God like people. And we out here doing stupid stuff. And I mean doing stupid stuff. We killing each other. You know, behind what reason? We fighting, we arguing. You know, and God is not pleased. I know that, you know, things get hard. And sometimes they say when the toughest get going, the going get tough. We as human beings are not doing what God wants us to do. You know, what happened to the love thy neighbor? What about being honest and truth to that person? You know, this video here, you know, I hear people on YouTube say like, comment, and subscribe, but you know, I don't care about all that. But I'm just doing what God wants me to do. So, if you out here worrying about why your name is not put in an obituary, always think about how big that program is. That program can be a big program to where there's not enough room to put everybody's name. Some of y'all have family that's by the hundreds. You know, when my grandmother died on my dad's side, you wouldn't imagine how many grandkids she got, how many great grands she has, how many great grands she has. She has a lot. You know, to where everybody's name is not going to be put in the program. I think the most important thing that needs to be put in the program is the immediate family. You know, the mom side might be big, the daddy side might be big. So if you put both of those families together in a program, you don't have enough to put in the program. You know, I see programs where you got a lot of pictures. The program is kind of big. So they might, you know, you can't get upset because your name is not in a program. Come on, people. You know, enough is enough to worry about why your name wasn't in a program. You know, I love each and every one of you. And let's say I was a special friend or wherever I may be, and my name didn't go in the obituary. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Because the memory that I have with that person, that's all that's matter. First of all, if you was there at the funeral, then why would you worry about your name being in a program? I can see if they banned you from the funeral for no reason at all, but if there is a reason why they banned you, then you still shouldn't be getting upset. You know, and maybe they did it for a good reason. So, hey, it is what it is. But don't get upset about it, though. You know, don't get upset about it. There's no need to get upset about it. You know. So, you know, it just hurts me to see us black folks do these things. And why are we doing it? You know what? What? You trying to draw attention to yourself? If that's why you doing it? You know? I'm not going to make this video long, but I just wanted to share with you that, you know, sometimes we got to let things go and not worry about these little small things. You know, you have your memories, so Just live with it. Just live with it. We're gonna see that person again one day, despite of where they're at. We're gonna see them again. You know, if you live in your life in a bad way, and you know you're going to hell, and if that person went to hell, you're gonna see them again. But if that person made it to heaven, to paradise, then you living your life in a good way that you're supposed to live, then you'll see that person again. But you cannot worry about what he or she did. It's not, you can't. You know, this is just a short video, just to let y'all know that, hey, don't worry about if your name is not in obituary. It's not about that. It's not about that. You know, cherish the memories. You know, there's a lot of people that I could, when my mom died, there's a lot of people that I could put in the obituary, but I choose not to put them in the obituary. You know, but the main people that I did put in the obituary was me, my brother, my sister. It was me, my two brothers, my sister, my god sister, and my god brother. Those are the people names that went into the obituary. I didn't list all my aunts and uncles and relatives and stuff like that in the obituary. I didn't do it because that really didn't matter to me. My aunts and uncles and all those people didn't really matter to me. It was all about her kids and who and her godkids. Those are the names that is the most important. And her grandkids' names was put into the obituary. But we cannot sit here and get upset about our names not going in obituary. The obituary is just obituary. It's just the outline. It's just the outline of a person's life, a little bit of a person's life, and a guide is a guide to how the funeral's supposed to be. How the funeral's going to be. Who's doing the singing, who's doing this, or who's doing that. But if you worry about your name and then you get on social media trying to blast the family because your name wasn't on, who are you hurting? You know what I'm saying? Only thing you're doing is causing people to push away from you. And if I know that you did this and you trying to do this to hurt my family, believe me, you will be pushed away. Because that's nonsense. You need to be praying for the family, for her mother, for her father, than to worry about your name being put in obituary. Here's a mother that lost her child. Here's a father that lost his child. And all you worried about your name in obituary? Who are you? You just an aunt. That's all you is. I don't know if you was the mother's sister or the father's sister or whoever you are. Getting your name put in the obituary is not that important. If you didn't make it to the funeral, what reason that you have that you didn't make it to the funeral to give them the support that they need? It's okay that you went by the house throughout the week, but did you show up at the funeral? Did you wipe any tears? Did you put your arms around them and let them know that you are here for them? Did you do that? You probably didn't. But you worried about your name be put down in an obituary. We black folks, we got to get away from that. Because your name, the only thing that you need to worry about your name being on is God's book. The book of life. If your name don't go down in the book of life, then you got a problem. But you're not worried about it. But you're worried about your name being put in an obituary. What about God's obituary? God's got an obituary for each and every one of us. Is your name going to be in that obituary? You going to get mad at God? Did God didn't put your name in the obituary? That's petty. Fix your life. And worry about your name going down in obituary. In God's obituary. You know, we need to start worrying about this petty stuff. Excuse me. We need to start worrying about these petty stuff. And worry about the life that we need to be living for God. And what we're supposed to be doing for God. You know. So this is what this is why I wanted to come to you and say, this might not be a good video, might not be a perfect video, but I don't care. But I just need to say what I need to say. Stop worrying about your name being put down in the obituary. You're not that important. The name that you need, the only thing that you need to be worrying about, again, is putting your name in God's book, in God's obituary. If you call yourself God's child, then you need to worry about putting your name in his obituary. And that's the book of life. God got a book with all, he gonna cross out your name when that day comes. You gotta understand, you ain't about your name being put in obituary. You need to be worrying about God saying, well done, thou good and faithful servant. That's what you need to be worrying about. And stop worrying about all of these non-petty stuff. That was just so petty. But I'm not going to be on here long because it looks like my battery might be going dead. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video off. And say I love each and every one of you. I hope that you get something out of what I just said. And once again, you can hit the like button, dislike button. You can add, you can subscribe to my channel. If you don't subscribe to my channel, that's good. If you subscribe to my channel, it's good. If you don't subscribe to my channel, it's also good. I'm only here doing what God wants me to do. It's not about the likes. It's not about who subscribed to my channel. But it's just out here to give a message that what God wants us to be and what God wants us to do. So I'm going to end this video because, once again, my battery's about to go dead and I don't want it to go dead. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Once again, God's child out.